Hoo boy, what is up my good dudes? It's your boy Pancake Tier coming at you with a first for the channel. It is actually a live commentary, pre-recorded commentary of a piece I've been working on. It's a Shantae half Genie Hero t-shirt design I did. This is something I want to do because my friend just bought me the game recently as payment for something I did for him, and I've been playing the game over the last couple of days and it's really good actually. The art style is very impressive, it's super bouncy and very fluid and almost looks like it's made 3D but it's 2D animation, which is cool. The music is great once again because of Jake Kaufman there, excellent composer. Very nice to listen to. I've downloaded the I actually bought the soundtrack afterwards, and I'd advise you all do the same too. If we're getting into the piece here, what I was trying to do was have Shantae as like the centerpiece of the picture here, and then all those little bubbles you see around there are going to, in a second here, change into all the transformations she has in the game. Well, all the main ones anyways, nothing like the warp dance or the jug and blobfish one. Because you see we're starting with the bat here. That form I didn't really find too useful, really. I think you only used it a couple times in the game. The crab one was probably one of my favorite designed ones there. Mouse was, again, kind of feel like they shoehorned in a little bit. Spider form I really liked actually, even though you don't use it too much either. I just found it was kind of fun to go climb up walls and ceilings and whatnot. And you could do some parkour platforming with it. The harpy form is probably the most broken form in the game, which is probably why it's one of the last ones you get, because you can just basically breeze through any levels that you're still looking for all the secrets for in, which I'm currently doing. I haven't beaten the game yet. I'm still attempting to get all the collectibles before I go face the final boss. Not gonna spoil anything there, but I guess some of my opinions on the game right now is I think the platforming's pretty solid for the most part there. Sorry, it's hard to think of words here. This is the first time I'm doing a commentary. I can't really keep my train of thought. But yeah, platforming's really solid. The bosses were fun. Not gonna say which ones they were, because again, I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, all the bosses were fun so far. My only gripe with the platforming probably is like in some of the early levels they have like these weird hoop things you have to grab onto. I found that like the I guess like the, can't think of the word for it, maybe like the hitbox for it felt kind of off. Like I think I'd grabbed it but I didn't, and then I'd fall all the way to the bottom of the map again and have to climb back up all these hoops. That was a little annoying. But that's really my only complaint with the controls for the game. Everything else is pretty good there. So if we get back on track to the video here, you can see that I've started inking most of the stuff here. I decided it would be quicker if I started with all the small animal forms first, and then do Shantae last. So I'm doing all like the monkey, the crab, bat, elephant, all that stuff first, and then we'll get back into the doing all the humanoid forms like the harpy, the spider, mermaid, etc. This is actually really hard to keep talking for this long, and I'm not even halfway done. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about my favorite forms in the game. I really liked the mermaid form. Was fun to use, especially once you got the mermaid bubble, because that allowed you to unlock a lot of extra stuff. That's another thing I should add. The game's kind of on the short side, but it does have a lot of like replayability, and also if you want to get like 100% of the 100% completion rate like I want to do, then that extends the game's time significantly, because once you get some of the other forms you can go back to the older worlds there and do some of the puzzles and such that you were unable to do the first time you went through them, which is cool. And then yeah, The mermaid form was cool because, like I said, once you got the bubble there, you could break through a bunch of the rocks and made it a lot easier to get some of the secret stuff for some of the side quests slash 100% completion rate thingy. I used the monkey form a lot actually because that was just I believe it felt like it was the fastest running speed form to pick, so I usually went in that form a lot because I was just trying to get around really fast. It also made some of the platforming a lot easier because you could just jump and climb up the walls instead of having to time your jumps right and make sure you didn't miss them and whatnot. It kind of gave you a little bit of safety net there. The harpy form, you get that like near the kind of endish of the game, and it kind of breaks most levels because you can just fly over everything. But that was still a cool one to get. I think I only used it 2 or 3 times to get any like actual unlockables with it, so that was a little disappointing, but okay. And now we're getting into the inking process of Shantae here. At this point I was getting pretty tired because this piece had been taking me a while there. In fact, this is coming up on like the probably 1.5 hour to 2 hour point in the video. My neck started cramping up a lot because I'm hunched over looking at my tablet, which is a Cintiq 13 HD by the way. I have all my FAQ stuff in the description, even though I get asked that question a lot. It'd just be nicer if you just go look in the description there, because you'll find all sorts of treats. You might even find a little peanut in there. I don't know. Only you can decide. Oh, and here I am coloring it here. I decided I was just gonna take the reference image of the actual in-game models for the colors so that they stayed pretty true. I think a few of the designs I didn't, yeah, like the crab and the mouse and the elephant, I believe I just kind of eyeballed the colors, but everything else I took the actual colors from. Oh, and the monkey too, I eyeballed the skin tone color of it, or I guess the fur color. The underbelly would be the best word for it. Yeah, like here you can see I took the actual spider model to give it proper colors because I didn't want to mess them up. Same with the harpy. I do really like the harpy's color scheme. I like all those shades of blue and whatnot. And here we got the mermaid. This should be pretty quick as well. Just a little bit of a quick color there. And here you can see I'm doing some white outlinings, which I actually end up getting rid of at the end anyways, because later I take in, once I'm done all the coloring and the shading, which I'm doing now, I take it into Photoshop to do the last few touch-ups and like repositions, because this was for a t-shirt design, which when this video goes up, I'll have a link in the description to probably Redbubble where you can buy it as either a t-shirt or a print. You don't have to buy it, but it'd be kind of cool if you did. Also, when this video is going up, it'll actually be New Year's Eve, so how about that? You guys got any fun plans for New Year's? You got a party to go to? Or maybe you're gonna watch a movie? I won't judge. The choice is yours. Yeah, and here we are, we're getting close to finishing the shading of some of the characters. We're at the mermaid right now. Now we're doing the elephants. This commentary is not very interesting, I'm sorry. I hope in the future videos I'll get a bit better at it. But for now you'll just have to bear with me here. On the plus side, with these videos being longer, because of these commentaries, that means I can spend more time on the actual pieces, because before I was usually worried if I went over 5 minutes with music and stuff, people might just skip to the end there. I'm hoping with the commentary people might either, even if they just listen along, or they do watch the full thing now and listen and don't skip because they're somehow interested in my commentary, that they might, my view time might go up a little bit. As you can see, yeah, right here we're in Photoshop here. I'm recentering everything, adding some final effects and touches, like I'm adding some in the in-game dance sprite. She has little things little color switches that go around here. And I guess I'll leave the video off here because we're just about wrapped up. Thank you all for watching. Remember to leave a comment or a like, maybe a subscribe or something, and I'll see you in the next video. It's your boy Pancake signing off. See you later.